thinking 15 weeks ago, you dream to do what we're doing in this program.
I was scared. I was like, oh my God.
Man, can I even do this? Is this going to be harder than I could even imagine?
I wasn't sure what I was getting myself into.
It's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Keep a good rotation of laundry going, because 2 shirts is not enough to get through a week of workouts.
This program has saved my life in so many ways.
I used to tell people I'm on a cliff, and I could have gone either way.
Hi everyone, my name is Sean Kinzer. I'm really excited to potentially be a part of this year's Fort Wayne Smallest Winter.
My life before Fort Wayne Smallest Winter, it was a very unhealthy lifestyle that I was living.
We have to do this wellness thing for work, and I looked at my numbers from last year. First of all, I had gained probably 20 more pounds. The numbers were ridiculous.
I had to go buy special, like a t-shirt just to be able to be comfortable in front of my own family. And it was bad, and I was like, I wonder how much I weigh, and I got back on the scale. When we got back, I was 378 pounds. At that point, I didn't know if I was gonna get selected or not for this program, but I knew I had to do something.
I was to a point in my life where I knew I was the heaviest I'd ever been. I had tried it by myself. I needed something to hold my feet to the fire, per se.
I was in a very declining health state, ate terribly, no nutritional value with thousands of calories a day, and it's a really scary thing to know that your father has no feet and you're going right down the same place. So,
one of the things that definitely stuck out to me as part of my job as being a bad apple dancer is you're literally only running 180 feet on one side, dancing for 15 seconds and running back and doing it again. And I'd be so tired by the time I was done dancing on the first side and just couldn't get over the fact that, like, how am I this out of shape? But then I'd go upstairs and I'd grab a Mountain Dew and a cheeseburger, and it just still would never click.
I guess you get used to, as an athlete, things being easy. You can run around a theme park all day and not get winded. I was walking up 2 flights of stairs and being out of breath at 23 years old.
I'm not doing anything, and I have this beautiful boy that I get to hang out with every day, and I need to be alive for him, you know?
My girls and I remember it like it was yesterday. We were in Indy, getting ready to pig out, and then Tina called me, and I about lost it. So I was so happy. It felt like I hit the lottery.
I was very excited. I was very happy to get the call, but also very apprehensive. I mean, I had a lot of, man, can I even do this? Luckily, all those fears were really for naught.
You go through this whole process and you have no clue where you're standing. You're hoping you're doing all the right things. You're hoping that what you're looking for. And she called me, I remember just dancing in my living room.
I mean, I was so excited and overwhelmed with, like, wow, really? You chose me?
I remember 2 people, so a lot of nerves, a lot of excitement. I walk in and I was so nervous, I looked at Brock and Jerry. I said, I'm an applicant for Fort Wayne Smallest Winter. They said, no, you're not an applicant, buddy. You're a contestant now. And I guess that was the surreal moment that I was like, okay, I'm in it, you know?
I will say the first day everybody was a bundle of nerves, kind of afraid to look at each other, kind of just nervous smiles.
And our team literally we clicked. It was like, they even said, I think, comments like, we've never had a team that talked this much like during it, and you know, we were already really kind of bonded. Like, I remember just being nervous, but then once it got started, it kind of got a little more comfortable.
You know, the first week, all right, we've got this, to the point where there's been many workouts where I've been brought almost to tears, and you're talking to yourself to do not cry, do not be the first to cry. It's neat to see how it's evolved, how our relationships with each other have evolved. It's a lot more intense than I would have ever imagined.
Not only was I feeling like, okay, I do trust this, I have to just trust myself. I may not be as strong as other people, or I may not be able to go as far as other people, but God's given me this opportunity to better myself, and so I need to just take advantage of it.
They push you beyond limits where you could ever think that you would go. And it's neat to see. It's a proud feeling. When you've completed a workout, when you don't think you can make it, you make it that hour, and as you're driving home, your chest is pretty big. It's pretty proud.
Burpees, I hated burpees. I mean, I loathed burpees at the start of this program. Like, people said burpees, I was that guy that was like, mean mugging Cece from behind when she couldn't see me because I had more burpees, but strategic about it. Now they're kind of like cool. They're not as hard anymore. That's what's great about them. So they're not as bad as they used to be, but yeah, I used to hate them.
Being able to have professional trainers, professional dietitians, not only that, but the built-in support you have with the alumni and people that have gone through this exact same experience with you is irreplaceable. It can't be touched. It is something that season after season after season is going to keep getting better and better and better because there's so much more support that is built in. So having those people there, I can't thank them enough, the trainers. I mean, and it's not like they just sit there and train you and leave. Like they care. They're there with you every single day. They take a vested interest in your success and they really try to push you to what you can do. And you may think you can't, but they know you can, and you just do it, and at the end of it, you feel so good.
The trainers are amazing. They keep you going. Yeah, they're tough, but they have so much love for us, and they only want the best for us. And same for our nutritionist.
It's like a family. So it's just like if somebody's having a bad week, we all circle around them. The trainers are awesome. They all have a different style.
All of them are so encouraging, but it's their personalities come out in each of their approaches, and I just appreciate that. I appreciate the eclecticness of it. I know it's helped other contestants, and it's really taught me a lot about myself, actually.
You know, you're doing one of the hardest things you've ever done in your life, and you're doing it with people. So normally, crazy, extenuating circumstances bring people together, and that has been very, very true this year. I mean, I just feel so close to all of them, and it's been amazing. They've been such an encouragement, you know, always cheering you on and pulling you up, and you can do this. It's been amazing. It really has.
I knew the workouts would be something that'd be tough, but it'd definitely be something I could do and build that up over time. The diet was definitely concerning because it's so easy to be driving home and I mean, you see a different place on every corner, but you just have to keep driving by it and remember what's at stake here. It's much more than just 15 weeks right now.
I love it every day. People always ask me, is it hard? I said no. I wake up every morning and I look forward to seeing everybody. I have, without a doubt, one of the best teams, and I think I wasn't in the other season. I'd tell anybody this is the best program because everybody's so kind and generous and supportive. I'm not someone to be negative. I love helping other people, and when you get to walk into a gym when everybody has the same struggle, but you feel like nobody's judging you and you can help support somebody else, I think that's us giving back for the gift that we've been given. And nobody ceases to amaze me at what they give every day.
Rick does this extra credit.
Extra love. Extra love is free money, man.
Oh man, they're just a level above the workouts that we do. And the days that I went to extra credit, I lost more weight.
Okay, those are hard.
Second week, I stepped on the scale and I was under a 2-pound loss. So I didn't get clapped. I was like, man, that's awful. So I went to extra credit week 3 or 4, whenever you allowed it. And I stepped on the scale. I came back with like a 7-pound loss. So I was like, okay, there's no way I'm not going to extra credit or extra love.
I've never heard of Jacob's Ladder. It's definitely one of the worst ones, but I always end up finishing. The stepper and the sleds have always kicked my butt. They're hard, but I get through them, surprisingly.
If you continue making excuses for yourself, you're never gonna change. And that's one thing that this has really broken. It tears you down and then it builds you back up.
They definitely make it a personal journey. I remember I used to be always the last person. Tina, I got so emotional about it being the last person. She was like, Rhonda, you're in this for yourself. Don't worry about being last. If there's 500 other people sitting on their sofa right now, and you're before all 500 of them. So, and I keep that in my mind every time I'm at the back of that running group.
I'm just so grateful for this opportunity, and just the fact that I can do the things that I'm doing now and really be in the moment. They've helped me accomplish what I couldn't complete in 15 years. I did it in 15 weeks with this program.
First and foremost, I'm a lot stronger than I think I am. Meal prepping has saved my life, and that food
doesn't need all the butter, all the extras to taste good.
It's going to be the biggest feat that I've ever accomplished health-wise. I mean, hands down. It will be the furthest I've gone, the longest I've exercised, and the most amount of calories I've ever burned in one setting ever, guaranteed.
On your mark, get set.
I never accomplished anything like running a half marathon. You know, I've worked hard at things. This is something I've really worked hard for, and something not everybody says they do. You ran 13.1 miles, you know. 15 weeks ago, I did a time mile in 10:45 or something, and now I'm expecting myself to run 13 miles under 10 minutes a mile. That's an achievement nobody will ever take away from me.
My girls are so active, so for me to sit in the house, emotional, eating, laying on the sofa, and they're out bike riding and running, it just feels so good that I could get out and I could be with my kids. They saved my life. They changed my relationship with eating, my emotions. I thank them from the bottom of my heart, definitely.
I'm sure there's going to be tears. I'm sure there's going to be a huge relief of just, I can't believe I just did this.
I'm kind of a special example, I feel like, with my job at the Tin Caps. It's definitely, I'm losing my booty a little bit, so that's definitely, I'm sure the fans are a little upset. As far as my own cardio goes and running around, it's definitely something that I felt better about. Definitely don't have to lay down anymore, and kind of breathing better, feeling better. It's able to let me do more, I guess, out there, more entertainment, stuff like that, and then just run upstairs and get a water afterwards and refuel that way, so full circle.
My next goal is to run a marathon, and I even bought a running watch. It's like, I'm in it, you know, I'm in it for the long haul. So I'm that guy now. I got the green running watch right on my wrist. It's terrible.
I can play with my son. I can take him out. I can take him outside. We can go on a run. We can go and do this without, oh, daddy has to sit down and rest, or oh, you know, I don't want to do that. You know, there'd be times where I'd come home from work, and instead of going to play outside with my son, I'd sit there and watch TV, and he would, Daddy, let's play. Daddy, let's play. And I'm just like, Daddy can't play right now. But now I can, and that's great.
So many of my friends or my family that have supported me have been touched by it and have made life changes that I just overwhelmed with gratitude. I don't really know like the right words to say besides just overwhelmed with gratitude.
It would be the biggest insult if I didn't stick to it. Everyone has put their time, their energy, their love into all of this program, all these volunteers. The least I can do is to sit there and maintain it. And it's not, I don't say it as a chore, I'm going to maintain it. This is my life.
And I'm excited to see everybody's face as I cross. I think they're more excited, if that's possible, than myself, just to see me across the line.
Good job! You did it! You did it!
Thank you doesn't cover it. You've given me a new outlook. You've given my family a healthy mom. I'm so eternally grateful that they've given my life back to me.
Rick would always say, you know, you have friends and you have family and things like that, and they're like, oh, I can't wait until the program's over with because we get Sean back. No, this is Sean. Like, this is me now, and this is what I want, and this is what I need.
This is just the beginning of my next 50 pounds that I want to lose.
Regardless of where we end the season, we have all changed. And there's no way that you can go through this program and not change who you are. It's literally impossible.
I don't know where I would be right now if I didn't have these 3 months of training with everybody and the knowledge that I do. And I was getting dangerously close to that 300-pound number that I was really kind of avoiding. So it's gonna be nice to go back to the doctor because he told me to lose a little bit of weight, and I did it, doc.
All of the people that volunteer for this program, they give so much for nothing in return but our smiles and our goals and our achievements. They have been such a source of encouragement and strength. They have been so knowledgeable and understanding and caring. Thank you so much for every single minute that you've given to us.
I think that we have all the tools. All the tools.
There's not a cheeseburger on this planet. There's not a beer that's cold enough that's gonna make me feel as good as I feel now. You know what I mean?
last thing tonight from all of us up here on stage.
We just want to say thank you to all of you.
Yes, a special thanks to all of the bodybuilders and physique contestants.
Hey, don't forget about the ladies in bikinis. Also to you, the judges, guests, and fans. Each year you allow us to be part of your special night.
And we can't thank you enough.
The work we've done these 15 weeks doesn't compare to the work that you put in for these shows.
Yet you greet us with congratulations and well wishes.
And encouragement, and we are all humbled by it. Thank you.
Please allow us just a few more moments of your time.
As we officially announce the winner of Season 10, Renew, Redo, Restart.
And one last thing to all you ladies. Thank you for putting up with us, and please enjoy these flowers. Thank you, and good luck.